Welcome back to the channel, folks. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. My name is Joel Duggan. We're, of course, back in West Hill on the Citadel server in the rain. I know, you're all shocked. I thought there was a bed in here. I guess there's not. We need to find a bed to get rid of the rain and the night. Advent Gaming has resubscribed with Prime for 7 months. Thank you so much for the support. What a great way to kick off the stream. Hope things are well with you. Good to see Dan, Hunter, Atlas, and Ye Old Envelope all kicking around. I think I see Kel there too. So the last couple streams we've been working on the curtain wall. And I think we're just about done. I think the only thing left to do is check the lighting. And we discovered that there is a large basement to this tower that has been left untouched. And I think an easy thing to do is going to be to pull this beam support straight down. We'll run it all the way down to the floor, run another support beam across there. And I think that should be adequate. We might want to run some other supports, but I think this will kind of help things feel a little bit more complete. I think I will end up putting a door through here to the outside. So we're going to need some stone stairs. We're going to do stone. Maybe we should do spruce. Maybe we should do some wooden stairs. Although I don't know, that could provide some interesting, I guess, ideas. I think stone. Nah. Let's go with wood stairs. A lot easier to do. Elad Jenkins, good to see you as well. So we'll grab the stripped dark oak signs. We're going to need more signs. And buttons. I need andesite, stone, probably not cobble. A few of those. Likely some of these. Gonna need a door. That should be it for now. Unless we need lights. Yeah, that should be fine. Melly, good to see you back again. So I would say right about here, we'd throw in the wood stairs. And then here's where we could start to get into some different supports. So we could have that main support coming down through here, which is going to be right here. We're going to need some more lights, I think. Just so y'all can see what I'm doing. Oh, that's not right. I really enjoy this part of building, making things look like they've got support holding them up, you know? think maybe we'll switch that. Actually, that could stay the same because then we can cover that up with a stair. Now, do we want to go stair here? Or maybe something a little bit more robust? That gets us up to there, but I think maybe we might have to do another column here. Just to kind of make that feel a little bit more sound. And maybe we'll add another column across the front. Looks like I need more wood. I probably can just close that up. I haven't seen that image. I saw the note that came by, Kel, with the armor stand and arrows. I'll have to check that on my break. I was busy this morning doing some other adulting stuff. It's tax season in Canada, so I had to take care of a bunch of stuff like that. Let's get more of those. And like I said before, we need more signs. Dan, it's funny that you mentioned that. I don't get much of a refund. Unfortunately, with being self-employed, as I think what most people that are self-employed or contractors would know, is that I have to set aside my tax money throughout the year. So tax season for me is not a refund. It's a it's usually an amount that I owe. I feel like the door there is probably the best place for it. Yeah. And I think maybe we'll change that. Now that I look at it, it's a little bit obvious, but that's fine. Now, I don't think we need to do any kind of cross beam there. We could put one across there and see how that looks. Yeah, that's not too bad. I don't know if I like that or if I like the... Oh, no. I think I like the trapdoors better. And then how did we do the signs on the one above? They were next to the stairs. So glad I live in Sweden, says SweetSandi. With the way we do taxes here, mine were done in less than 5 minutes. I paid an accountant to do mine, but that's by design, because running a business, I just don't want to risk doing anything incorrectly, you know? So that's why I tend to do it that way. And the accounting fee is something I can claim on my taxes the following year, so it all kinds of work out. So we can't do sign there because of the trapdoor. We can do a sign here. And I think the only thing I want to do down here is maybe add some sort of like cross brace along here. We might be able to get away with slabs. That's upside down. And then we can do the same thing the other way. So it was at the top of a block. So we can do there, there. Seems like it's not quite steep enough. Yeah, that's better. So upside down, maybe here. I thought that was going to look cooler. I don't think I want it lower. No. Maybe we have to split the difference and do slabs. Yeah, I'm not in love with that. Neat idea, but I wonder if horizontal would be enough. I guess if I'm going to go with this, I have to do a third. That would probably get in the way up there. That's weird. Yeah, you know what? I think straight across might look better. Yeah, I guess that's all right, unless I wanted to go one lower. And just have the 2. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to go. Oops. Yeah, there's a skeleton outside somewhere. It's nighttime. Yeah, I'm curious to see what that looks like at the end, Melly. That it sounds like a fun build. Putting like a bundle of arrows around. Maybe to be different, we should put a double layer of signs. And yes, I know no one is going to see these, but they're just for me. Now, as far as lighting goes, we will have to put a lantern somewhere down here. That's real close. We won't have to go too much lower than that. I imagine the thing to do is going to be to hang a lantern on a chain here. Keeps it out of our face, lights the whole thing adequately, even the deep dark corners. I think that hits the stairs as well. Yep. Cool. So the next thing here is going to be to put a bunch of stuff in here, and I'm trying to think about what would be good things to put in there. I mean, there's obviously some water outside, so maybe some barrels of water would be good. And I'm not sure what else we could do, but definitely I want to do some water. I hear a creeper. Monsters nearby. Are they near enough for the top floor? Nope. Atlas, thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's incredible. Really appreciate the support. Oh, am I stuck? No. These beds are meant for decoration. I don't really think too much about what happens when the player sleeps in them. You end up facing really weird ways, depending on what you've got around decorating the bed. Now I don't have much on me for decorations, so we'll switch gears. Probably not going to need the stone stuff. I'm going to keep these though for texture. Maybe even some cobblestone. Those. That. Maybe even some of those. I don't know why there would be an anvil down there, but maybe. Real YGN, hello. Now I heard a creeper, and they don't go away in the daytime. Something I should probably do is just invest some time in a mob switch. Alright, so we have this out here, and there's some bricks here, and a barrel and stuff, and I thought we could try and do some water stuff. I forgot to bring a bucket. That's right, we can still plan that out. So like, immediately right here, I feel like we could probably do like a faux bucket of water. And then probably have some sort of shelving in the corner. Maybe something that would hold barrels. And I can't put anything on top of that. Maybe if I drop this down. No, it doesn't really look all that good. Sometimes these look cool if you put them this way and then you put a pressure plate on top. I don't remember whether a stone pressure plate or a oak pressure or a spruce pressure plate looks better, but that looks pretty cool. That'll be filled with water. It would be nice if we had more than one of those. Can't really put one there. Becomes very difficult. Maybe if I push this even further. Yeah, I like that better. Cool. What else can we put back here? I mean, this could just be... I guess that could be empty. I don't know why they wouldn't utilize that space. Maybe we can just throw a crate back there. I feel like all this is still going to be lit. No problem. Maybe have something out here in the middle of the floor a little bit more. Like something a little higher contrast. That feels strange there. Let's reverse those. Whoops. That feels kind of strange. That's better. And really can't think of anything else that might go down here. Oh, we could try put a mini block up there. I can go get a mini block and put a mini block up there. Word Nerdify, hello. Hope you're having a good day. What's the design idea for this space? You're looking at it. Junk. It's just meant to be kind of something that you might stumble upon and walk through. I do think that it would be cool to have something hanging from a chain, but I don't know what. What have I done before? Because the nice thing about chains is that they don't connect. Right? Like if you run a couple things next to them. Maybe we just need to leave the chains there. Maybe they don't need to have anything on them. Like, I don't know why you'd hang a barrel, you know what I mean? So we'd have to come up with some kind of cool thing to hang from it. Maybe a wall or something. It would look like a pendulum. I don't know. I just like the idea of having some chains there as if they could hang something there if they wanted to. Provide something to look at outside the wall. Also, I don't know whether that wall is actually... Can I swim underneath there? Guess I can't swim. There we go. Oh yeah, so that wall would kind of poke outside. I'll have to wait and decorate the wall from the outside first. Because we can change this up a little bit, add some different blocks in here, just kind of spice it up a bit. Cauldron would look cool. Cauldron would mean that we could put more than one water thing in here. That's a good idea. I like the idea of the cauldron adding some darker colors too. Maybe we can fill one cauldron and then... I don't really think hanging from the chain would make any sense. We'll try that. Oh, mini block. Don't need those. Don't need the buttons. Don't need the signs. Or I might need the sign. The connection with the cauldron chain is weird. Yeah, I agree. It's too bad more can't be done with that in terms of connections. Right, so we could fill that with water, or I could put a couple of cauldrons here. You know, I don't know. Maybe just one. That's kind of interesting. Maybe not on both sides. I put the signs back. Darn it. All right, so let's go with some bricks in here. I guess that's a cave. Didn't know there was a cave down there. Be a good indication for when we are walking through a cave that there is something here worth checking out, or not to mine out if we're doing any kind of like weird digging in the future. I'm not sure why we would be, but whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then a mini block up there. We'll try the chest first. Probably going to use that, but we'll check the others as well. Oh, not there. A little bit too dark. And I imagine that this is just not going to be interesting enough. Nope, we'll use the chest. That's fine. Worth checking. Yeah, it's the plan, Canada Raz. I just didn't have the block with me this time. Yeah, I'd say that's good. So I need some deep slate. And I wouldn't mind trying to make this ground look wet somehow. Deep slate, signs, and a little bit of polished andesite, I think. Oh no, just regular bricks. Okay, well I've got those. I've got those. they go in the top portion or do they go in the bottom portion? Oh, they go in the top portion. Never mind. Still a bunch of texture work to do out here because, of course, we've got these weird landscaping issues that still have to be worked out. And I think... Did I add... Oh no, I don't have any polished andesite over here. Okay. I thought I did. Oh, it's in these towers. That's what I'm remembering. It's alright, maybe we'll put them in the towers. Maybe it's worth switching a couple of these. But then only in the towers. So I'll just do the same thing over here. Was this one? Maybe that one? Yeah, and then in here, I think this is just all underground. We could just put in one like here. And it doesn't really matter. Cool if we can make them visible from here, like maybe put one down low. Now this is visible out here. So I want to be careful with where I put stuff in this one. A little bit. We'll put it up there. Yeah, that's fine. And on this side, I think it's mostly covered by the bridge. Yeah. Just enough to say that it's not boring and forgotten about, right? I think that makes sense. This probably helps with the light out here too. Which I think was already fine because there's a lantern there. Sweet. Tough is something that does look wet, but it's a little bit too rough for I think that area. I'm just going to grab some dark. Some dark stuff like probably either one of those or one of these. And could try regular cobble. The other thing we can try is some concrete powder. That sometimes is something that works. It might look a little bit too rough, but we'll give it a go. I have one. to bring a sign. I think that was it. We'll bring some... Did I bring tough? I might have some tough. Maybe not. Could have sworn I had some. I need to reorganize my shulker box inside my ender chest. The ender chest is only half functional. Some of the shulker boxes in there are kind of redundant. We've expanded to have like different shulker boxes for different values. Now this, I remember, I feel like we couldn't break through the cauldron because of the hitbox. I can't remember which one looks good underneath here. I think we'll go with the cracked, but we'll check cobbled deep slate as well because it's not quite as dark as... Actually, I think we'll use that one. And then I was thinking this would be that. I think that looks better, actually. We'll go with that. Cool. And then hopefully it's kind of a neat new kind of a container design. That's kind of fun. Feels just a little bit wider than the average thing, just for no other reason than because we can. I find that these rooms are really good practice, you know, like arranging things like this to look like stuff on the ground, putting trapdoor pressure plates on top of smokers. I feel like these kind of rooms are fun when you do them because you usually come up with something unique, you know. Cool. All right, well that's done. The lighting in here is done. We have the challenge of lighting this space. Oh, we need stuff in here too, and I put all my barrels and things away. Oh no, wait, I've got a crate there. What could we put in here? I don't want to put anything here because it's going to interfere with our steps. We've got... Lantern is there. We'll keep these clear. I probably want to put something in here. And if I put the chests away, that's annoying. So I'll put a chest there. And that'll take care of it. I'm silly that I put them away. I keep on forgetting I've got this stone thing on top of this this build. And we'll bring some deep slate, polished deep slate. I'll need the other kind of lantern. Chains. Don't need all of these. Probably going to need to make some lights. Don't think we'll need the cauldrons, but we'll keep them anyway. Kind of ironic how you use concrete powder to make something look wet. Yeah, no, you're right. Frog You Draws, welcome in. I think we'll just put like a regular chest, or trap chest rather. Oops, that's not it. Yeah, and so that takes care of any lighting issues in there. The door would keep things from spawning, but we need to create some sort of light out here. And I'm betting it's probably going to be better to put a light here, even though we just put a light up here. I imagine it's probably better to do the light up against this building because then you won't be able to see it from over there. If we put it here, you'll be able to see it from like the entire countryside. And I'm kind of hoping to do less in that way. So maybe we'll just do, I guess a stone slab would make more sense. Oh, we could also do something low. That's the other thing. That could be kind of cool. Seriously? Why? That's annoying. We'll have to put something there, like a barrel or something. But that's going to be visible from the road, I think. And not by much, but still. The nerve of that block, right? I mean, you can still see it from here, but it's not quite as noticeable, especially as a blue light. I think I'd much rather have it there. Well, if it was hanging, we might not see it. But if it was hanging, it wouldn't cover enough ground. I'll have to wait until nighttime. We may have to decide to put it over here. It might be better off in that position. And if this, I would probably change it to andesite. Oh yeah, see, that doesn't go nearly as far. Okay. Yeah. That's dumb. I wish that it could carry just a little bit farther. But. Oh, we need more andesite walls. And it's getting dark. Good. Not something you say a lot in Minecraft. I really don't know what we could put there. Well, what we could do is just put a wall with nothing on it, right? And then that takes care of that. Cool. Well, I think that completes this tower. We're all good here. We're all good up top. We are all good across here. I'm going to back up and make sure this looks okay. Obviously, we have lighting issues way over there. There's going to be a lighting pass, I'm sure, at the end of the day. We're good in here. We're good downstairs. I really like that. I think that's pretty cool. Outside is good except for there. As we go back upstairs. Solid. And then we run into problems. So we're going to put a light along here somewhere. And my guess is going to be probably right here. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think it kind of gives the illusion that this is the light that's causing this light, even though there's one inside doing that. So I think we're okay there. Peter Griffin Gaming, hello. And yeah, I think right there. Look at all the mobs. That's a lot. Now, I could just put a light right on top of this. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So really, a blue lantern might be okay, but most of the time we've done, oh, that's gonna be a mistake. Most of the time we've done lighting up here, it's been orange lanterns, I think. All along here we've got orange lanterns. I've got orange lanterns there, so yeah, I think we should probably... We're not quite into the taiga forest part of the town, so I feel like a regular lantern here would be good. I just don't know if this is going to look good from the outside. I just don't like all these little pointy things hanging out over my nice curtain wall. That more than solves the problem. Just out of curiosity, if I switch this to a blue light. Not quite. I knew it was going to come up short. We could always lower it if we wanted to switch it. Question is, does this look good from far away? You know, it's not bad. Don't need those on. I do not want it to land. It's not the end of the world, but it's not my favorite either. Kind of feels dumb. Any thoughts on what would be an alternative way? I wish we could make deep slate pressure plates, because I'd like to match that up. One thing we could do, we could hang the light out here over the practice yard, because that's still got some problems. And if we hang the light over here of the practice yard, a strong light like that would probably still light up the top of the curtain wall. That could be the way to go. we'll just sacrifice one of these buttons. Yeah, I'll give that a try when I get back. For folks that are new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. It is that time. Might as well take advantage of the night time. I only step away for 5 or 6 minutes and run a couple ads to support the stream. You don't miss anything because I'm AFK, and I get more coffee. So I'll be right back. So for folks that are suggesting things like lichen, low lichen in the comments and stuff like that, it doesn't really work because of the way that it looks in shaders and doesn't make sense along the curtain wall. Same thing with carpet. Carpet doesn't make sense outside on the curtain wall. But I think that hanging a lantern over the top of this should be a decent solution. I've usually found a way to do these things creatively rather than just brute forcing it. So we definitely need it to be on that one. We've got, if I put maybe something like this, looks a little bit silly. Maybe we don't put it there. Maybe we hang it off of the side here. So that takes care of the zeros down here. And it probably takes care of the zeros up top. It might not. It's pretty bright, so it might do the job. Yeah, look at that. See, that's pretty straightforward and easy. And I would say it looks okay. We could even lower it a little bit. Just to see if it still does the job. I think aesthetically it might look a little bit better. Lower, yeah. I might want to move it over by 1 and see if it still does the job. Because we're using a full lantern, we probably have some flexibility. Yeah, Mini HUD is the name of the mod, the quality of life mod that I'm using. Yep, I think we're all good. That's fantastic. I'll have to remember that for some of the other parts of the wall. Now, hopefully that won't be too bright at night, but that's good. The good news is that because this is a 3 thick wall, I don't know, or I don't think that this will artificially light up like this side of the wall. We should be okay. Should be okay. All right. So then where's our next issue? Aha. So maybe we can do something similar. Zeros there. We're okay down here. Yeah, so if I've used a light there. Right, okay, that has to stay there. If I hung something here, it would probably do the same thing. Oh, no, wait a minute. We need it here. Huh. That is trickier. What I'm thinking is something like this, but at the other end. Because we've already got to light up that high. No, that doesn't look good. And that's kind of narrow. What is underneath here? nothing, I don't think. Right, so it's just that. So I could fudge this. And it's really not going to make too much of a difference in here. Just a closet storage thing. And then that means we can keep the width the way that we want. We can do that. And then I can wrap fences, signs around it. Have it match the other one. Could I hide something under a trapdoor in that roof? That's the other option. Is there a light in here? I guess it's just sunlight coming through the trapdoors. So I could do that too. We could hide a light in here somewhere. I don't mind that. And I want to see, I guess I need some more options. Maybe spruce buttons. So I'm waiting for it to get dark and then we'll back up. And one of the things we can do is hide something in the roof. That just covers everything up here though. More than does enough here. So something in the roof could be interesting. I could probably hide something there. No, that's got a stone block there. So I guess here would be the place to put it. Although, yeah, that would work. Could hide something there. I need more rockets before I check anything. Zero Authority, hello. Welcome in. Let's just see what this looks like. See if I can sit on this tree in safety. You really can't see them even from being up this high, so on the road you're not going to be able to see them at all. And it does light up that section of the wall. This looks great. That's exactly what I'm hoping for along there. You get a little bit of light, but it's nothing too overdone. So we'll switch it out. We'll try it with a hidden light. See if that makes a difference. Oops. What? This must have been dark before Yeah, so there's a decent reason to have a light in here anyway. And that also does the trick. That also does the trick. Good idea. If anything, we need some more lights hanging off of these things. Somehow and somewhere. I think on the front I did something. Yeah. So if that's the case, I think I still like this kind of banister thing that I added. I don't mind that. I'll put a stone pressure plate on top of it though. Reading the latest snapshot, quite a few bug fixes in Bedrock or in Java. Java was all bug fixes. There was no new stuff. I think that looks pretty good. It still feels a little bit dark. Weirdly, probably just because this is so bright. But we've got all of the problem areas, I think, sorted out as we work backwards. There was a spot down here somewhere. Yeah, there it is there. And this I just can't do anything about. So here, I'd imagine we'd probably want to hang it somewhere there. We also have lots going on over here too. This I think should be fairly easy. We can probably put a decent light somewhere here and have it work no problem. We'll work in the daylight, and then the zeros and everything should still be the same. McScrewgunn, yeah, we've been over the whole gray carpet thing, and it's not something I'm interested in. I think it just looks like gray carpet on stone. A lot of mobs, man. Yeah, this felt uneven. We have a visible... I don't know whether that's visible. Only from the western road? That's a little bit. That's where we need to put something. Yeah, wouldn't be the end of the world to have another lantern visible right there. So, what have we got on the other side here? We've got probably a cool opportunity to hang something here that looks kind of structural. Also, why is this lopsided? Weird. I don't know why maybe I just never noticed that mistake before? Strange. I feel like that's what we've done in the front. Oh no, they're spruce. They're spruce parts. Yeah, we'd probably be better off to go with dark oak here. Simple solution. We'll double check it at night to make sure we don't want to nudge it around the corner. But that would be one easy way to do it. And then over here, I was thinking either something over this doesn't reach as far. So then maybe somewhere on one of these things. So I could put a light on this, or I could put a light next to it, probably on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. We might have to go down this road. I know that you can't walk over walls once you've placed them, but I really wish you could like jump and place walls like regular bricks. Make your life a little bit easier. This might be too tall. Whoops. So that does the trick. It doesn't look too bad as you're walking down here either. Kind of matches what we've got going on here. And I think it also matches street light designs. Yeah, just like a little thing on top. I guess I could do both the same. I think I've done many streetlights. It's just the one or two. Oh, there's another one there. Yeah, most of the ones on the towers are a little bit fancier. And I'm not sure I really like them. Yep, I think we'll just switch that top part to be bricks, and then I'll grab one of the polished andesite bits. Yeah, it's a polished andesite mini block. And as long as it looks good from the road, then I'm happy with it. Yeah, the mini block, it's the player head and mini block data packs. So mob heads and player heads from vanillatweaks.net. And then it's the wandering trader data pack. So whenever we see a wandering trader, I trade emeralds with them and I get different mini blocks. I think that's okay. I'm gonna wait until nighttime. I don't want to make it dark oak because I think it'll blend in too much behind. It might be a little tall. But I think the experience of coming out here, that's kind of cool. Kind of frame stuff in the background. All right, and that takes care of that part. So I guess the only thing to do now is just look at the other side of the wall. And does that help down here at all? Not really. I mean, we could just have a lantern down here too. I don't know if that probably wouldn't reach all the way up to where we need it to be. Just try something here. Oh, wow. Okay. So we don't have to have that there. That might be a better solution. Hanging that there. I don't know. I mean, in here we could just maybe put some stuff. It makes it kind of narrow. I wonder what we can see from the wall, from the road. All right, so you can see that part. So as long as the light wasn't above that, we'd be okay. There's always one. There's always one block, right, Dan? It does. This is kind of dark visually, though. So I'm wondering whether just having the lantern here is just going to make it look nicer. Because we're dealing with we're down to 3s and 4s and 1s. And here we're getting 5s and 6s. And we have a light there that's visible. Maybe the thing is going to be to add another light there. I think I like the way that it's lit visually right now, but I'm not a fan of seeing this giant thing there. So what if we can manage to put another light here somewhere? I guess we could hang it, change the way that this is made. And whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Should be no way to raise that up. If that's enough, then I'm okay with tearing down this silly top thing. See, that feels a little bit too bright now. Whoops. Yeah, it's not the best. Not the best solution. I wonder if a better idea would be to have something along here. I'd have to, I don't want to sacrifice any of these. Maybe this? We still have the same problem. But visually it might be better. Yeah, see, now that one's super bright. This to me is less of a problem than this, so I think we're going to take this down. And then that light, I guess we'll leave. You know what? We could maybe hang something here instead. That'll make this brighter, right? Oops. Yeah, we're down to 4s and 5s. I don't like that particular block, and again, really dislike that we can't hang things from slabs, but if we do that, it kind of makes sense. And hopefully this won't be so lightning white. And I can also replace the changes, the thing here that I moved. Oh, no. It was like this. Check that again. Yeah, I think that's a better solution than the lantern thing. All right, I just need to change some textures. I need a stone pressure plate, and I don't want that to be a cracked brick. I think I just want that to be a regular brick, which I don't have. Siberian, hello, welcome in. Doing well, thank you. Sometimes I wish you could do like little things like that to kind of like shield it from being so bright, but then you're stuck with issues there. You can't put a trapdoor at the same level. I really wish that we had more control over lanterns. It would be nice to have a dimmable lantern, you know? In the modern city, I thought about writing a data pack that uses the light block from Creative and giving it a model that looked like a regular light bulb, and then allowing you to be able to set the light bulb to be like level of light 1 through 15. I think that would be really cool. The more I talk about stuff like that, the more I think I need to bite the bullet and learn how to write a data pack. So I can just, rather than trying to find something like that, I can actually just implement it on my own. Right. I think that's good for that part. I don't know if we lit the other side. We'll have to go check. Oh, where'd you come from? So the road is lit, but I'm guessing, and that's really kind of a very basic thing there. I wonder if I probably tried to put it here, but it probably didn't go far enough down the stairs. Oh, there's a lantern down there. All right, let's go up the wall and see what we've got. Writing it yourself means you can be sure you won't lose access to it in the future versions of Minecraft. Exactly, right? Like if it all involves just a version number. Oh yeah, so we've got no light right here. And zeros all the way up here. And then we've got another set of zeros along here. That's going to be tricky. I really think the solution here is probably going to be to hang lights off the back of this thing. I know we could put like a lantern here, and it would probably take care of most of this. And it wouldn't be super visible. But I'm wondering if on the bottom floor here of the barracks, if it would be worth maybe reducing the number of lanterns that you can see here and just finding a way to hang a lantern off here. Right. So we need solution there. And then where was the spot along here? Medieval sirens. Yeah, my window's open. It's a nice day here. But I live very close to a main traffic artery so that when emergency vehicles go by, you absolutely hear it. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We've got zeros down here I'd like to get rid of, although they're not really, they've got trapdoors on them, so they should be fine. But like, I think that idea of using stone walls and lanterns might be a ticket. If we can get this done, then I can check off the northern ramparts, which would be great. I don't think we'll need stone, but I'll bring some stone just in case. So I could hang one here, but I'd need another one, I think. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how far this goes. I think I put it underneath that. Would you look at that? I love the new lighting rules in that it's a 0 instead of a 7. It opens up so much. I've said it a number of times since they've changed it, but 100% love the idea. So out of curiosity, if I remove this, we're still good. It's just that visually it might be good to leave it there. So we'll see what we need to do in terms of which one of these might want to stay and go. But I think this is going to be the easiest solution. So I want to say like right here. Right, so we might not need that. And then if we do 2 of these, or if I do 1 in the middle. So the middle would be, I'd say about here. So we could try 1 here, which doesn't look as cool because it's up against the corner. Alternatively, we could have 1 there, and I guess another one over here somewhere. But that could eliminate the need for this one. If it lit the top floor. It probably doesn't. I imagine there's still a couple of zeros. Nice. So the sacrifice here is that the corner wall, not the coolest looking thing. So if 1 does it, we know 2 will absolutely do it. Now I just have to wait for it to get dark to see whether or not I want to keep these ones on the right-hand side. I imagine I probably do. I imagine some of these are going to be required. Nope. I think I like that better than this. And I haven't even looked at the other side of the river yet. It's either that or we have a light, you know, outside of every, or almost every barracks. Because the other thing I could do would be to take something like this and then stick it in front of like this one here. And have that be the light that lights up around the corner here. Whoops. So that gets a little repetitive though. Zambarian says, with the way the light works now, you can create a really good atmosphere. Yeah, you can do really dark stuff too. I find that some of my storage rooms are dark, and it's cool that I can create them that spooky. Or just like, they're just supposed to be dank. You know, like they're not even supposed to be spooky. They're just supposed to be, you know, not super well lit. I mean, we've got a crazy amount of lanterns in here. I don't know why we have so many. I must have built this before they changed the lighting. I must have built it before I changed the lighting. You know, but I mean, we've got a lot of lanterns here, but it's because I didn't want to put street lights down. So we wanted to make sure that we stayed lit, but we're down to 3s and 4s in the middle. So in some cases it makes sense, you know, because it's as much a visual thing as it is spawn proofing. Right, so I think the only thing left outside of the lighting is just a little bit of set dressing back over here on the other side of the main gate. I want to put like a couple of barrels and some stuff in here. That would make sense to have in this area. I think maybe even one of these like little support fences. Do I have one down here? Just to kind of get rid of some of the gray repetition. Yeah, some of these little braces would be cool. A simple way to do some stuff. I'm just thinking about things I can do while I'm waiting for nighttime to fall. Crate, chest, composter, barrel. Yeah, like even just little things here. Just helps with that monotonous gray. And then here, probably something like this. Nothing crazy, just enough to like make it feel like it's used space. I don't know what else would go there. Maybe we'll go all 3. Cool. All right, let's go check out that lighting situation. Now this is a dark alley, and I understand that it's got some major zeros in it, but like visually it doesn't look terrible, and I don't want to light it up too bright. And I've tried to keep the Soulfire lanterns to the west side of the town. That looks fine to me. I like that it highlights the cart now. Like it's cool when you can like knock 2 birds down with 1 stone. not only are you lighting things up and keeping things spawn proof, it visually looks cool. It's well lit up here now, but you're also like highlighting a cool thing that you're walking by. You know, like I think that's cool. If I was to remove this, we stay lit, which is fantastic. And visually, I think that still looks good, like it doesn't look too dim. And then here, same thing. I feel like that still looks okay, but we are well within our specs because we've got lanterns inside all of these, which they don't have to be. I mean, that might be part of the reason why we're staying spawn proof, so I'll leave it for now, but we could just have candles in there. I'm sure there's a reason why the candles on the tables are not lit. And this looks good. This might be overlit here. And then along here, I know there's zeros, but there's really not much we can do about it. Unless I want to put stuff up here. And even then, there's only a handful. So in some cases, we're just going to leave them. Oh. I guess we didn't light up the whole thing. Maybe we do need 2 of those. All right, well, if I'm going to put a second one down, does this look even? Yeah, it might be better to have one there and one farther along. So, where do we need to hang this one? MindTripMedia, I hope I'm saying your name right. Thanks very much. Yeah, so we would want to be very close to here. A full lantern is going to do it, so it's just a matter of figuring out roughly where I want to put this. If I move this one over to, I guess there. This is a little dark down here too. Don't quite get to 0. So here, I guess. And likely here. Ta-da! Problem solved. Does it look good from the outside? I missed the tree. Yeah, that's more evenly lit, I think, visually. I like that. This is still kind of dark, but like I don't know what else I can really do. With the exception of putting another silly lantern tower thing on this other tower, which I don't want to do. I tried to put a really bright lantern inside the room here. Like there's a little tiny guard like bedroom, but it's got candles instead of a lantern. Because the lantern was a little bit too much, and a lantern didn't finish all this. It only got to about here. So wasn't the best result. But I'm pretty sure that that's the end. Like that's the northern ramparts done, right? It's all lit. I'm going to double check below to make sure that this looks okay. Also, we don't have a door there anymore. That's weird. Yeah, I much prefer this to having the lantern over here. I might get rid of that block there. Or lower it by one. I much prefer this look hanging on the side of the house. Well, you have lit up a second break. Nice. Thanks, Dan. And I think the only thing along here is we do have to finish some of the set dressing along the North Barracks Road. Like more piles of things. Foodstuffs, maybe. Yeah, all this looks good to me. Raining and nighttime. Sounds like a good time to go for break. So if you're new to the channel, I do take a break once an hour. Gives me a chance to run some ads, but I'm not here, so you don't miss anything. And of course, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Grab a friend, grab a snack. Be right back. All right. I think we walk along the rest of these ramparts to double check everything. We should be able to check this off on our list. Some stuff needs to go there. I think I'm going to change this to the other combination of wood. This all looks good. All looks good. We know this is all done. We just did that earlier today. So I'm going to fly down to the western gate because I think I like the practice dummy down there a little bit better. Yeah, barrel, dark oak, and spruce. That better. It actually stopped raining on its own. Wow. All right, so we'll grab... I'm going to bring most of this with me. Barrel. And we're going to actually pick this up. And then... that. Dark oak. That. And... Yep, okay, that's done. And then I needed more stuff over here somewhere. There was like a little cubby spot. Yeah. I feel like here, to make this feel like less of a problem, we should probably have something. Kind of wonder whether we can get away with maybe even a cauldron here. Nope. So we'll put a barrel here, I think. And then we'll put something from here. Maybe a slab? Sure. Like it just needs something that's not, you know, complete nothing. And maybe we just extend this by a block. Yeah. Sure. Syntax, thanks. We put a lot of work into the ground and path textures, the alley textures. Like it's taken a long time, but the payoff is that it really feels like a player-made or man-made thing. I don't think we need anything else around here. maybe like a mini block or something, but I don't know where we would put it. So that feels pretty done. It's weird that it's all so flush, but that feels a little bit strange. It helps a little bit. I'd rather that than a trapdoor. All right, what was the other thing that I needed to do? We had that. I don't think there was anything I needed to do down that way. It was back this way. Yeah, this is a weird muddy hill, but I don't think we had anything to add up here. Could have sworn there was something I wanted to do on the wall. I know down here I wanted to add more stuff along here. Like this feels like a good spot for something. I feel like we could probably do a decent amount of storage here. Actually, maybe the other way around. And then I think the plan last time I was messing around over here was to try and have some sort of like, not tarp, but well, you know, it could be kind of cool to do this with white blocks instead, so it looks more like an actual awning. That could be kind of cool. Can we do it and not have it look white? Maybe we can use sandstone? Sandstone and let's put some of this stuff away. Do I have birch in here? Stairs, but not slabs. I've got birch inside. Yeah, the thing with the texturing, I find if you go in layers, it'll go faster for you. Like go through and add all of your andesite. Decide on your 70-30 and then decide on your 10% sort of deal. That's kind of how I go about it. If you're not sure what I mean, generally when I'm designing something, I think about texturing about 70% one thing and then 30% the other. So for example, it would be about 70% bricks, 30% cracked bricks, and then I throw in like a speckle of other things. And that usually gets you most of the way to where you want to go. Yeah, I think birch and smooth sandstone looks pretty good together. We did something cool with quartz as well. I think quartz might look a little bit too fancy for the barracks area. We've got another cool one over here, which I quite like. Yeah. I probably didn't bring any fences. No, I didn't. Darn it. So I'd want, I guess, this one to be at this level. And then we can maybe have like a trapdoor there or something. Or actually, maybe that's where we want to have the fence. Oh, the fence is going to connect to the barrels. That's annoying. Does that stick out too far? I think it kind of sticks out too far. So if we did that, I'd want to have it so that it doesn't connect all the way down. So what if we changed this stuff? Maybe we just don't have anything here. It feels like a really weird pop of yellow. Maybe it's just need to stop fighting all the samey colors and just go with brown. Or I could try oak. Try oak wood. That might be the ticket. Oak. And Bruce. It's not terrible, I guess, because of the hay that you see. I think that's probably a better way to do it. So I think I have the right idea. I just need to switch this all around. And I'm going to try a crate at the bottom. Cool. Yeah, then just like a mini block or something. Throw in there. Good measure. I don't think a stair would look good back here. From a geometry standpoint, no. Leave it like that. Could try a couple of stairs, maybe. Not birch, but we'll try to see if this was changed to. Yeah, I think if we change that to oak, then that will look a little bit better too. Oh, that's no good that you're at spawn, Dan. Resetting, unsuspectingly being reset to spawn is never fun. I think maybe just the 1 or 2. Yeah, I think that works. So that's good. And then other things along here. I really don't know what else we could do. I don't want to like fill this stuff up with just meaningless junk, but I feel like there should be a few things along here. I wonder if we could maybe have something look like water could come down. If I put a small hole here, it's too bad that we can't do mossy like stone. But I could do like a stone brick thing. Speaking of, I wanted to move this. But if I put something here. Oh, other way. That way? Yeah, maybe. And I could maybe create a column of stone there. Yeah, that could work. Don't need that anymore. Don't need the sandstone anymore. That. These detail things, they always just murder your inventory. Cauldron, bucket. So one of the things we did over here on this bridge was drainage holes for water. And I just thought it would be a fun detail to do something like that over here. And like I said, unfortunately we can't do mossy stone, but we can do mossy stone bricks. Should have brought mossy cobble. You always forget something. So this will just be something that's different from what we normally place in these kind of areas. And where we're up high, you can actually see the water, so it kind of like makes you wonder what might be happening there, which is kind of cool. I do like that. We'll also maybe change a little bit of what's underneath it. I find that andesite sometimes looks wet. This is a situation where tuff might actually be worth doing too. Of course, I don't have any andesite. Can't wait to be able to dye water like in Bedrock. Is it dyeing water, or is it just using potions and storing potions in cauldrons? But yes, I agree. That would be very handy in our textiles shop. Very specific, but very handy. Both, really, Dan? I didn't know that. That's cool. Tough. Oh, that was not good. Nope, I guess we'll just stay with the andesite. That's fine. So I don't think we need anything along here. I feel like anything along here is going to clutter things up. I don't know why that's there. Feels kind of out of place. This was all built before we had Tough, so you can see what I was maybe going for there. Maybe I prefer coarse dirt there. I think that's pretty good. Like, I don't want to overdo it with a bunch of stuff along here. I mean, it makes sense that some of the stuff would be covered. This stuff is just open, but like, that's fine. This was just a perfect little cubby for some sort of extra thing. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Tough is really versatile in a lot of ways. I have to keep on reminding myself about what the function of certain areas are. Like, that's the barracks. So like, it's not going to be pretty. It's not meant to be pretty. It's meant to be functional, right? Concrete powder, dirt. Coarse dirt slabs would be a nice addition to vanilla. Yeah, I think that there's a few things that I find just would make sense in terms of vanilla additions. Utility box, iron box. Right, so utility has got the checkbook in it. Checklist, rather. Curtain wall. Detail north towers and ramparts. Check. Detail north bridge tower. That's also done. Detail west towers and ramparts. Church wall and light the courtyard. What are the west towers? This is the west part of town. I guess I meant these ones down here. Right, that's probably empty. Yeah, there's nothing inside here. And I've got a weird floor. This is at least a full block floor. That's good. Yeah, and this is poorly done. Early days. I don't remember when this was built, but it's part of the curtain wall, so it was probably very, very early on. So yes, that will need some detailing. We have not done anything here. What I like about this tower, which is really cool, is down here you can actually access the top of the gate. And what that is it's the river gate that blocks off the river below from people having access. So this actually has like a function to it. There's also this connection here, which I think that's okay. I think we've got some landscaping to do there, but the detail on that's okay. Rather than, yeah, that might get some changes. Oh, this needs a new roof too, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's one of the boring roofs. So we changed the roofs the last couple streams on the towers to be pointier. And so this guy is gonna need some TLC, I think. just to kind of bring him up to specs with the rest. I'm not going to be able to start that and finish that today, so I'll leave that for next time. So what should we change? Just so I know what it's called. Detail west towers and ramparts. That's the ramparts. This tower's been done. So I think what the thing there is, we'll just change that to be something a little bit more descriptive. Detail west tower. There we go. Detail the church wall and light the church courtyard. So those are this way. A little bit of lag. So along here, we've got major bit of lag. If I turn on we've got very little light, but we now know a nice trick to lighting all this kind of stuff, and that is hanging a lantern in this area here will light up all of this, as well as of course, the top of the wall. So we've got some options, I think. And I don't think I necessarily want to have a big railing in here, although in some places we might need one, like maybe along here, and maybe just like a single railing there, and maybe just, it's got a lot of bushes, so maybe we don't need much along here. But all of this is very poorly lit, as you can see. Now it is a kind of a blue lantern church. So I think here we could probably get away with putting some lanterns, some soul lanterns around the back here. And that would keep it from being like super bright, because it is like a graveyard and like a backyard in a church. So it wouldn't be like super well lit. We've also got these out here too. So I think that might be a cool way to go. And then the other thing that I might want to take a poke at today, curtain wall, west rivers. I guess we could do a little bit more riverscaping. West Road Bridge. That's the thing that we've been looking at this whole time. Finishing up this curtain wall, we've been looking at this very basic sort of monstrosity of a stone bridge, and I'd like to try to figure out what's going to happen here. I think it's got a decent span, like I think it's a good number. So if we go from here, which it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 across the river, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 to here is not the best, but we could nudge these pillars either forward or backward, depending on how we want to divide that. I like the idea of the bridge being asymmetrical, so it's going to be higher up here, so it's going to have probably like an arc to it, and it'll come down and land lower. So not by a lot. But then we'll have to cut some of the top of this hill off, depending on what looks good. Probably, I would imagine we're probably just going to come straight through at this level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we cut 6 off the top of this, that's still not a lot. Could be a very interesting look. We've also got this mess to deal with too. It looks like a chunk error. I mean, that down there is, but it looks like a rendering error, this whole thing. But it's not. That's just a weird Minecraft loading situation. I don't think I cut that out. I think it's been like that since I rendered in the area. But yeah, once we get into like doing the countryside, we'll be able to address things like the outside here. And the only thing that's, I guess, left about the curtain wall, I don't think that's in the book, which I unfortunately have to add in, which is all of this cool debris like crumbled pieces of the wall and a slightly sturdier footing to the wall. I want to do that along the whole thing. So that's going to take some time too. I should probably add that. North curtain wall base. Base detail. I don't know what you want to call it. Foot detail? Sure. Did I put that in the right spot? Yeah. Debris? Oh, there we go. Detail. Debris. That's clear. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to keep this little grass thing. I think we're going to make that a little bit sturdier. I might even take it down another notch just because I feel like it's weird that you kind of have to go up so far over here. And I think I'd rather the walls feel taller. So I might end up taking out this layer of grass as well. This is going to look a whole lot nicer once we've got some custom trees and other stuff in here. Maybe even a building here. Maybe there. We'll see. But I'll get carried away if I start thinking about that too much. But there's not a lot left to be done in the town. It's mostly curtain wall stuff. But the next time we hang out, which will be tomorrow, we're going to be looking at this tower there. Smashing our face off of roofs. And then probably that bridge. If that doesn't take the whole stream, then we'll probably look at that bridge. Oh no, wait a minute. Sorry. We'll do the church. Yeah, we'll focus on the inside stuff. So we'll do the church, the stone church courtyard, and the West Rivergate Tower is next on the list. I have no face left. No, I have no ankles left and no face left. Not after building this town. Not after building this town. All right, so let's take a look and see. Dan, is the raid target still live? So I would love to pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft. Yes, perfect. So this is the first time we've raided this individual. I hope everyone sticks around. Make sure you refresh your feed, because if you're just sitting here AFK, then unfortunately Twitch does not send you along on the raid. So we'll try to put a link to the person's channel in chat as well, just in case you don't get automatically sent with the raid. But this is a Scotsman who is a supporter of the Spawn Chunks podcast and has some really cool stuff that we saw in the Minecraft Hangout this past week, which was the special thing that we do for our patrons. We hang out with them once a month and look at what they're building on the Spawn Chunks. So it's only for the people that support the Spawn Chunks podcast. You can check that out at thespawnchunks.com. You can also check out the Citadel Cafe at thecitadelcafe.com. I am in the process of editing the latest episode. That's actually something I have to go do now and finish that up so I can post it. We also have things like the Lego Let's Chats, which are on hold for a little bit as I save up for a bigger Lego set. That'll take a few weeks to do. We normally do that on Fridays, but right now we're pushing to finish West Hill, so I'm doing Minecraft on Fridays as well. Tomorrow we'll be back again at the same time, 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 3 hours. Thanks so much for the bits and the Prime subs today. I really appreciate the support. If Twitch is not your bag and you want to support in another way and still join the Discord, you can do that by supporting either the Citadel Cafe podcast on Patreon or Joel Duggan on Patreon. I do have a Infinity Cove patron server, so if you'd like to play Minecraft with a bunch of like-minded friends, check out that at patreon.com/JoelDuggan, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Bye for now.